Bibby? Nah, you're in charge.
No, you're in charge.
All right, beautiful people.
We're both in charge.
We are back. Virtus Performance Podcast, weekly update just to check in with you all, see how you're going. So before we get started, take a moment, take a breath and ask yourself, how am I going? Mitchell, how are you going?
I think a more relevant question is how are you going today, actually? 'Cause I'm cruising, but you're not. So
it's been a rocky couple.
I think sharing's important.
It's been a rocky couple of days.
Go on then.
Well, missed out in the house on Friday, which was a bit of a bummer. You start to like build the picture in your head of what your next 15 years of your life's going to look like, and then it just comes crashing down, which is a bit heartbreaking, but it's okay. On to the next one. Didn't play footy on the weekend because I got a little bit of a calf niggle. Boys had a ripper win, which was nice, and got the results back of said calf niggle this morning, and it's kind of cooked. So
it's a big diggle.
Bit of fun. No, we'll be right. It's I'm not my MRI, Mitchell.
Sharing is important, Lachlan. Talking about how you feel.
Got a nice juicy myofascial tear, and
which is how long?
Been a tendinopathy. It's 13 centimeters, which it can't be true. I reckon
anyone who has no idea what we're talking about, that is, excuse my French, fucking huge.
I reckon they've cooked it. I reckon they've put centimeters instead of millimeters.
Just a decimal point, you reckon?
I reckon they didn't carry the one. So yeah, that's happening. But we'll sort it out. Got good people in my corner. We'll just ain't nothing to do but to do it.
Doesn't need to be okay, Lachlan. You're allowed to be grumpy.
As
I said this morning when you walked in.
I'm probably a little bit in denial at the moment because I don't think it's that bad. Like it doesn't. I'm not feeling any of that, so I reckon that's
when
an old.
You're not in denial when you get injured.
I reckon that's an old tear. I reckon the main thing. I got a little tendinopathy, which is probably what's causing the pain, and a little aponeurosis strain. So I reckon that's where the pain's coming from, which is super localized. Like there's a particular spot that's a bit sore. So I sort that out, get back training. Full week next week, and we're aces. We're back.
As you were.
I'll miss like 2 weeks footy. That's it. But no, apart from that, everything's good. Weekend was good. Didn't come to run club. Went to coffee instead. I apologise.
That's fine.
Came in to train this morning and decided to go get coffee instead.
Yeah,
so
that didn't happen either.
We're 0 from 2, but I'll train this afternoon. Yeah, just need to.
Did you say that last week?
Settle,
you didn't train last week. You
no,
said that last week on the weekly, and didn't see you Monday night.
No, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I did it earlier. I did it. I did it before you were back. I did it at 2. So I'll do I'll do a 3:30 session today with Coop and then shoot home. Mm-hmm. So we'll tick that box. But nah, we're okay. We're living.
As you were.
Nah, just roll with punches this week. I reckon it's a bit one of those weeks. So if anyone's selling a house in Mornington,
or a calf,
hit us up, or a calf. Could do with either.
Or both.
But no, we're all right. How are you?
I am pretty good, actually. Better than what most people think I should be, as per normal. Working lots and still doing lots of training, as I showed the world last night on my story.
Yeah, good from you.
Lots of people told me they were tired just looking at it, so... No, I'm fine. I'm actually, not noticing a difference at all.
Are we at 75 yet?
No, this is 71. 75.
Oh, so end of this week.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to give us a full debrief. Are you going to do the 150? You going to do double?
I don't know. Maybe. But I don't...
Nothing too much would change if you stopped doing it anyway, would it?
No, not really. The only thing I won't do, I don't think, will be like... If I do like a back-to-back busy shift day, I won't have to go for a walk after I finish. Like just little things like that. Yep. But realistically, not much will change.
Which is really interesting because you hit like 10k steps a shift anyway.
Yeah, I do like 20,000 a day. I think my average is like, hang on, I'll tell you. Bear with me at home, everyone.
But if you go for a walk, you're hitting like 100 steps a minute also. So
yeah, my average is, including today, which I've only done like 8 already, it's 9,500 for 76 days. So I did 115k of moving last week, apparently.
Yeah, not bad.
So the whole daily movement thing, that's not an issue for me.
Still tracking weight?
Yep.
Still trending down?
Yeah, I think my last was 97.2.
Not bad.
Yeah, 97.2.
On the weight thing, I'm 2.5 kilos down this month just from not drinking.
Funny about that.
It's a simple one, but it's it's been nice. And I
have you taken yourself to events where you've had to not drink though?
Yeah, there's been a couple. There weren't too many events like in June now, this month now, we've got the whiskey night coming up, which obviously I'll have a tipple for that. And I'll do a little video podcast or video series with Andy talking through the whiskies we're going to be drinking. So that'll be another night where I'll have a little tipple, just a taste of each one. And I'm in Hobart this weekend. So I will be drinking in Hobart this weekend. The home of food and delicious food and beverages in Australia.
Oysters.
So oysters, yeah, I'm going to smash so many oysters. But yeah, there were a couple that I could have and kind of thought about it, and especially don't have to deal with it for a few weeks, but the post-football beer walk around, and it's just like, oh, nah, grab the Proe instead. Shout out to Rocky
You have
Farms.
smashed plenty of those recently.
Oh, mate, these are getting, yeah. If these were around when I was 20, I would have been way more jacked.
Everyone loves them.
They're so good. It's easy. There's nothing.
They taste good.
I see someone shaking up protein in a protein shaker, I'm just like, oh, you poor
See, I've been
soul.
like triple scooping, so I can't say much.
Yeah, but you got Proe water now, which is smart. We didn't have
Yeah, but I haven't had a lot of that
back in
recently.
the day.
I literally have had one of them and then a double scoop.
in there.
Yeah,
Love that.
with some water because it's like thick.
I had a couple of months of creatine where I'd whack it in, but it was just getting a bit heavy.
Yeah,
So
water.
get rid of that. Yeah, I know.
They got smashed this week. Vanilla wafer gone.
Oh, mate, vanilla. Yeah, it's gone silly.
Vanilla wafer gone.
I'll have to hit them up and get some freshies this week.
Everyone likes them. Can't complain.
Yeah. What else is happening? Any other life updates now that you're getting to the end of 75 hard? You've announced your Lulu influencer dealio, which is fantastic.
Yeah. No, not really, to be fair.
What do we got?
All my weeks are exactly the same now. It's work, sleep, train, repeat. And I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's.
And I'm not doing anything I wouldn't want to do.
Well, I was thinking about it because obviously, like, we're trying to buy a house at the moment, so part of our week, like, is just saving cash, and I was thinking about how essentially training is the same as saving money. You've just got to bank the good habits week after week after week, and it's boring. You can still build excitement into your life in other ways, but if you allow yourself to train and sleep well, which I'm not doing at the moment, save cash, whatever it is, whatever your goal is, like, compound interest wins out. Like, we've talked about that over and over again. Like, we're at week 11 of our cycle this week.
Yeah.
Next week week 10?
Yeah, next week.
Next week's week 11.
No, next week's week 12. Testing's next week.
Is testing week 12? No, testing was week 11.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're at week 10 of our 12 week or 13 week cycle for Virtus. It feels like we just did testing.
Yeah.
But our members and our community have had 10 weeks now to lean in, hit their sessions, move towards their goals, and now we get to test again next week, which is exciting.
Yep. No, I on your saving front too. I don't spend as much money either now.
Yeah, good.
I was
You
like,
don't have any time to.
nah, seriously, like
We're not going anywhere where
I'm
you
not
want
doing
to.
anything with it, like, which has been obviously handy. Not that I really have to save much for my trip eventually, which would be nice. Which I've planned absolutely none of.
I was about to ask you, have you thought any more about it?
That's still in the future Mitch problem. I know my date of leaving now, give or take.
Hit me.
Well, I know my date of leaving. It'll be the 16th or 17th of December.
Pre-Chrissy?
Yeah.
What are you going to do for Christmas?
New York.
Hey.
Yeah, so Darson Beach, Sands Girls, they're getting married on the 15th.
Yeah?
Not at Virtus, no.
No,
in
but-
Red Hill, yeah.
This
I know what you meant.
particular part of the world. They can if they want.
They're getting married in Red Hill. So after that, they gave me a nice early warning, which was nice of them because they knew I was going away.
Hey, Mitch, when are you leaving?
Yeah, pretty much. It was a, hey, save the date. We're not confirmed yet, but we're confirmed.
That's awesome.
So I won't be leaving until the 16th or the 17th.
Yep.
And
Lucy's
then-
birthday on the 16th, so you're leaving the 17th?
17th, yep. I probably don't want to fly to New York hungover either, so that's probably handy. And then, spend Christmas and New Year in New York, and that's all I got so far.
Awesome.
No
Hey, will you
timeline.
meet anyone over there, or you just can't hang out?
I haven't even, honestly, I've done none of it.
Yeah.
That's
exciting.
It's in the future Mitch problem basket. But having, unfortunately for you, so much annual leave, I don't have to
I know, right?
think about too
I
much
know.
of that.
No, you can do a big one now, and then we'll rein it in for the following years.
You're going to have to. But no, and even like the fact of like I still can, I will be doing all my program and stuff from over there anyway. So it's actually not that bad. It's too much workload for me to give to someone else, or it's too much work for me to separate it either. So
Yeah, for sure.
it's just as easy for me to do it. So from
And it's a positive of having the system we've got. Allows Frosty's doing little bits and pieces while he's over watching is it Roland Garros, the French Open. Yeah, get around me. I know me tennis. At the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, not enough content coming our way though. From Tyler.
No, there's been fucking nothing.
Been shit.
Have
All I've seen is tennis. That's it.
Tennis and a couple of beers in the Eiffel Tower. One picture of the Eiffel Tower.
No good.
I thought it was more basic than that. I thought there'd be some reels of him eating croissants and baguettes and whatnot.
Yeah, a little selfie of him having a
At the Louvre.
cheesecake or something.
He did do one of the biggest travel faux pas ever, though.
Did he ever? Sucked, yeah.
What are you talking about?
You're talking about in the Louvre,
Yeah, where he takes a photo of everyone taking a photo. It's like
of a tourist.
Yeah, it's like, mate,
realistically,
you're doing the same fucking thing. It's like the procession is walk up, take a photo of the Mona Lisa from 60 meters away.
Yeah.
Then rotate 90, take a photo.
Tell you what though, there was no one in there. Like, you picked a good day.
Yeah.
Like, normally you have to, like, you're 5-6 people deep to try and actually get a, like, viewing of it. And there was no one in there. It was 20 people in the room.
Yeah, so Tyler, if I could sort it out, either hit more travel faux pas, or just be a tourist. Enjoy it.
Yeah, just lean into it. That's what I hate. That's my pet hate for the day. Yeah, whatever we're calling it. But we'll get to that in a minute because we're not finished yet. But
go on. Go give you what grinds your gears.
People who don't lean into things. Who are, like, not too cool for school, but just, like, refuse to do it even though they know they'd really like to do it.
Yeah, but maybe they wouldn't like to do it. Like, maybe they have that, I don't know.
No, people that say no first without thinking about it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I don't like no people first. I like yes and then maybe a no.
Yes, and then backtrack when you realise you've fucked up.
Or just like, oh, that's not for me. But I don't like a no, closed off mindset. That's my grief for this week.
I like that. Mine for this week, not saying a particular profession, real estate agents, but people that don't give you a courtesy call when you need to, like, close a loop. It's like, all right, when someone says, all right, I'll call you back, and then doesn't call you back, grinds my gears.
Do you do that a lot?
Shits. When?
I don't know. I'm just saying do.
No, I don't.
I do.
Oh, I like... Yeah.
Patrick was over there.
Yeah, I like to close loops. I was thinking about it the other day. I got a lot of big open loops in my life at the moment. Gym renos, house, all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to make sure that there are no open conversations or open-ended things that need to be closed.
No, I do that. I'll go back tomorrow and then I do it 2 days later.
Yeah, but that's fine because you eventually get around to it. But, like, I was expecting a call within 20 minutes from this agent and called her back like 6 hours later, like, so what's the go? They decided to go with the other offer. I was like, could have just let us know? Yeah. Like I said, I'd painted the picture of our life for the next 10 years in this house, and it didn't work out. So just a subtle reminder, if you're in the customer service industry, to service your customers.
Real estate agent, Shannon, you have to serve 2 people.
Well, 3 people.
No, there's only 2.
Themselves and the vendor.
You pretty much.
There's 3 people, all right?
Yeah, they don't care.
But this is
they get their 2%.
But this is but this is part of the problem. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to make a phone call.
Yeah, but
and then I'm going to be appreciative of the effort they went to.
Service and demand. What's the housing market doing right now?
Yeah, well, exactly. Seriously. There was a period of time where real estate agents actually had to work hard. Yeah. And right now they don't. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Lucky for me, I don't know any, so I can talk shit about real estate agents openly.
Yeah, well, the ones I like quit, so.
That's fair.
No, there's a couple of good ones floating around. It's just they haven't found me a house yet, so sort it out. Yeah, to any members that I haven't called back, I apologise. I don't think I've got any closed loops. Any open loops, sorry.
About to find out.
I think I've closed them all. Yeah, give me a rocket. If I need to get back to you and I haven't, give me a fucking rocket. Speaking of members, any shout outs? Harry Lane got member of the month. Get around him.
Yep, he did get member of the month. Terrible interview, but
I kind of liked it.
The best part about it.
It was just Harry.
Yeah, still haven't got his product testing card yet, so bear with me, Harry.
Open loop.
Not gonna lie, I went down there yesterday. Completely forgot to get it. So
that's fair enough.
That one's on me.
We'll be down there Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyone else? Gym floor been doing good things?
I don't know. I get a lot from like the 6 a.m. guys now, but when we say 6 a.m., they're the ones that are more regularly showing up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
But it's more the consistency of them showing up now. Like, it's like more often we're getting 10 plus. Rather
well,
than
you notice the consistency.
Yeah.
And especially this time of year where it's a bit shit and a bit cold, it's a bit harder to get out of bed. Shout out to Grant who got here at 6 this morning.
Yeah, I like Grant coming back.
Him at 6 a.m. is fucking great.
I have a very, very funny... This is top 3 Reece Johnson moment for me. This was this morning.
There's been a lot, so yeah, go on.
Reece Johnson, we were trying to... I was explaining to Rich who Grant was, basically. Rich, Grant, Rich. And Reece goes, yeah, he's basically like the car in the shed that you work on every now and then you don't see him for a while, and then he comes back. He's just kind of... It's just there. That was Grant. Because it's literally Grant.
Yeah, it's spot on.
Grant's an old Mustang.
Yeah, that like, at its best, phenomenal. But consistently, pretty shit.
Yeah. We were just saying that he's probably a longest serving, non-serving member.
Yeah.
Been here the longest, but showed up the least.
Yeah, he'd probably be yeah, he definitely holds that crown. Yeah. But no, it was good to see him in happy this morning.
Yes.
Gave me a hoodie, which we love.
Yeah, didn't give me one though. Dick.
Bit shit.
Dick.
No, he's been telling me for months he's going to give me a hat, so
fair.
He subbed in a hoodie for it, which is not the worst
Soph
thing.
Canning's birthday today. She turned up on her birthday.
Hey.
And tried to absolutely get away with it, but old Mitch put a mental note in his head last night before he went to bed. So birthday song was the first thing played on the speakers this morning.
Perfect. That is the positive thing about Spotify. The first thing you see when you log in is people's birthdays.
Mitch Lindsay is training at 4:30 in the morning. 4 a.m. to 4:30, give or take.
Fuck that.
But the only reason that I know he's in, and I said this to him yesterday when I ran into a Miller's Bakery, ran into him and I said, you know how I know you've been training? The bathroom smells immaculate when you leave. And for a plumber, like, it's pretty impressive because normally they smell like shit.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, there's a few humans getting in out of hours, which is nice. It's good to see.
Handy. It's handy.
It's handy. I thought you said Andy. I'm like, fuck, he hasn't done anything.
Actually, he might be the longest serving cliche.
yeah, that's really. Sam Keck as well has. There's a.
Yeah, but he did the old Rana marathon and hasn't trained since.
Yeah, I like it. He's still, as he's leaner. I kind of did the same thing. Maybe that's why my calves are cooked.
Well, because he didn't train for a marathon.
Yeah. Maybe.
Better train for this one.
And last week,
are you doing the running with us? You coming to do a run?
Mate, I gotta get back to
playing
footy
that's fine.
first.
It's footy things.
If I'm back playing footy,
steady state, slow runs,
and I'm right, then I'll come.
What are you talking
about? We'll see.
The events downstairs on the board.
Yeah, I'll do some of them. Well, yeah.
1 a month between now and November.
1 a month. Yep. Yeah, you'll have to next week. You'll bring your list up and you can
run Melbourne.
Bang, 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 bang. Read them out.
Run Melbourne to the next one. 18th of June. 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, good. On a Sunday.
Yep.
They'd all be Sunday, right?
I think so. I think one of them's a Saturday. I think from memory, I think the Melbourne Marathon's Saturday.
No, Sunday.
As well.
Shout out to Biscuits.
Yep.
And Jamie.
Ham and cheese.
And Jamie Tart. Renee and Jamie did their first shifts last week, and from all reports, the people were happy.
So yeah, less of me, even better.
Yeah, two of them are wonderful humans you'll meet. So, unfortunately, Jamie won't be here tomorrow night.
No, she won't be.
This guy.
She won't be here Thursday either.
No, I've got both.
You got both, yeah.
I got both. So Tuesday, Thursday this week, get around me, come and hang out. If there's no one booked in, I'm leaving early. That's how it works. So
Simon not needed.
No, I
unavailable Thursday, but not needed Tuesday.
No, I told him he's not needed unless Mount Martha book a late session.
Yes.
But I was still waiting to hang out from that.
Yeah. Tyler's 6-hour delay is getting to us.
Yeah. So thank you to everyone who doesn't deal with it, but just accepts that sometimes the gym's gonna be a little busier. There's gonna be a few more people. Yeah. But yeah, it's been nice to have them in. Hopefully the upgrades that we got coming to the gym sometime in the next 3 to 48 months. It'll allow us to run those sessions without any disruption whatsoever to our normal system. So we're excited for that.
If they're not done by my 10-year, I'm out.
And we've got 3 years. Big week next week for two of our humans.
What's next week?
Jazzy.
Oh.
Jazzy and
I
Jamie.
thought you were talking about members, and I was like, wait, what happened?
Nah.
Yep. Oskies.
Exams. What does Oski stand for?
Something. Exam.
Ex-phys exams for those playing at home for Jamie and Jazz. So if you see them in the gym this week, which you might not because they're super busy studying.
They're still stresses.
Or if you're listening to this, shoot them a message. Give them a virtual bit of support. They're almost there. This is the final hurdle. Then they've finished their
Jamie's is
finished
Tuesday
their master's
next
degree.
week. which will be the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie's is...
Jazz is the 15th.
Jazz is the 15th, yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. If you both pass, I'll take you out for lunch. If you fail, then I will not.
Just to take you out for lunch, but less.
We'll just go down to the general store.
Sambros.
You can have a soft taco. Yeah. Any more?
And Simon turned up Saturday.
Yeah, Simon was here Saturday.
He returned.
Good crew, apparently. Nice and cruisy. Yeah, good from him. I think he enjoyed it. He said he enjoyed it, so...
Dave Ryan, actually, I forgot. Little member shout out, actually.
Yeah?
Ran 3 times last week.
Attaboy.
Actually ran.
Yes, chef.
So he's back. He ran in COVID, and we've convinced him to come back.
Good.
Which didn't take much, to be fair, but still.
Who convinced him? You or Tess?
Blowout, sorry. We both did. Tess and I have had a very easy way to get a sniff of someone wanting to run and then absolutely jamming it down in front of their face and making them come with us. Like it's basically a cult.
Yeah,
Running's a cult.
I mean, there's worse things to be peer pressured into.
Yeah.
So get running. It's good for you.
We are gathering a little cult.
I think, especially as you get older, being able to run and have calves that have elasticity is super important. No, but I want to be the, like when I'm 60, 70, 80, I want to be able to go for a run. Yeah. At 31, I'm struggling, so we might have to reassess those long-term athletic development goals. But, yeah.
Less bicep curls and more calf strength.
Yeah.
You're at that stage
It's hard to deload and load them at the same time.
Byron Barry from 4 years ago.
Yeah, this is true. If Byron can do it, I can do it. Fuck. Fuck, he's playing.
He's
good
older
footy
than
at the
you,
moment. I love it. He's fucking much older than me. So yeah, he was probably about the same point. He had a bit of stuff going on.
Saw the light.
Yeah, but yeah, he couldn't transfer force very well, and I feel like that's one of my skills. I just don't have any muscle mass to transfer force into anymore. What do we got coming up this month? So we got testing week next week.
Yep.
Give everyone a download of what to expect.
As per last time, plus and minus 1 or 2. There's one I want to take out and there's one I want to put back in.
Perfect.
Which we're not going to find out until they turn up because
Love that.
one of them they might not do.
Just get there next week, all right? None of the...
Normal session's still available, so very much I'll put it all on the board again, but it'll be a pick and choosy setup as much as you allow to. So obviously some people jumping and running is not that relevant, so they won't do that.
I'll do max bench.
Yeah. But yeah, the 3 to 5 tests a day. Anyone and everyone can do it. VAD, VGT.
Yep.
It's all applicable. It's all in Train Heroic. Fill in, log in. PBs from last time will be there if you filled it in like a good human.
Yeah, just fill it in. Tick the boxes.
Yep. But yeah, that's what testing week.
And the week after?
Week after that is goal review.
Goal review week. So we'll give you guys another opportunity to have a look back at the last 3 months and see what you wanted to achieve then, and then what you would want to achieve now, how it's changed, how it's adapted, and hopefully set some kick-ass goals for the next 3 months, because that'll round us out to a majority of those running events as well. So if you do want to get involved in the running, in some of the events, post football netball season, I want to do some sort of an event here that incorporates a run. And
we're doing that.
Bit of fun.
September. Virtus training run. That's happening.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, get around that. Get around Run Club. 4 events technically this month. So we've got Gin and Whiskey Night on the 24th.
Yeah.
Tickets available online. Get around it. We've got the Monkey Movement. That's 2nd of July on the Sunday morning. We've got a bit of breath work, bit of community connection stuff, and some ice baths. So get around that. Middle of winter, best time to do it. We're going to do a yoga session on the 25th with which will be Ripper, and Anna is going to run essentially a 6-week or 6-session masterclass series for the women of Virtus on perimenopause and menopause and how it affects training, nutrition, motivation, mental and physical well-being, and all of the good stuff. So immense resource she is, so get around it. But I'll post all the links and everything, and we've got a little bit of content coming out this week for you guys to get to know Anna and to get around that. But if you haven't, listen to her podcast because it's phenomenal. Andy's podcast is up, so a nice little deep dive into where Andy's at the moment. Training once every 4 weeks, which is nice.
That's generous.
Who else? Who else have you just done?
Well, Tyler's got one with his powerlifting friends.
Yep.
Coming out the week after that.
Yep. And then
I
you've
did
got a
one
couple
with Tess and Harry. Harry's an ultra. He's a mountain man.
Mountain man.
He's a mountain man. Yeah. So he's done some ultra marathon-y, crazy trail events. Tess knew him through basketball. I knew him through band camp. Story for another day. Listen to the podcast. But yeah, talked about all things running and how to do ultras and basketball, and
It's one time event.
talking about mental health and a bunch of other stuff as well. So
Yeah, brilliant.
and then after that, if nothing else pops up, I did one with Tani White, who plays AFLW at Collingwood now.
Go Pies.
Used to be at Saints, double knee Rico, moved down from Queensland,
Oof.
dog mother, and all
Dog
things.
mother.
Basically, all things character building for Tani.
Yeah, awesome.
Going from a little baby, immature 18-year-old to a still relatively more mature 20-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought she was older. There you go.
Nah, she's 22.
And I'll do one with Sam from Monkey Movement. I haven't locked in with him yet, but I'll do one before the event, so you guys can get a little bit more of an insight into what the plan is. So
Got one this week with the Stall gift winner from last year, Ruby.
oh, love that.
Who's a firefighter now. So.
It's the good stuff. Any more for any more?
See you Wednesday.
See you Wednesday morning. Do you want to tell them?
7 a.m. Lululemon in Sorrento. We are meeting at the store. Probably meeting at Baked in Sorrento for a coffee first, because that is early. We are going for a Trails Global Run Day, so kind of a worldwide event where stores around kind of Victoria and Australia and the rest of the world get together and go for a bit of a run, connect, coffee,
Good
refreshments, brekkie after, then stores open for everyone before the store actually opens.
Such an influencer. I love it.
Yeah, try to. But yeah, trail run to start with. I got two options, whether we do one or the other, depending on light and conditions.
Mm-hmm.
One's up through the back beach, down a bit of a sandy dune, up to the lookout, looking over the beach, which is amazing. And then the other one actually goes the other way, but goes up the back of some trails, up to the lookout, and then come back up through the main road. So
Beautiful part of the world. It's one of my favourite beaches in the world, that Sorrento Back Beach. So.
yeah, it's very, very nice. Walkers as well. There'll be lots of walkers, lots of runners, kids, dogs, all that as well.
Perfect.
Walk straight down, up to the lookout, and then straight back. So yeah,
Awesome. It's going to
should
be
be
a good
having
time.
a pretty good crew, I reckon. Should have 30-ish, 40-ish, which would be pretty
I'll
good turnout
probably
for
be there.
little old Sorrento.
If
You'll be there.
If I'm allowed to walk.
You'll be there.
If I'm allowed to
Just
walk.
get one of those like knee scooter things.
Mate, I got a little bit of bone bruising as well, so fuck.
Yeah, knee scooter, mate.
Knee scooter, fuck that. I imagine that. I actually should kick around on a knee scooter. That'd be fun for a shift. Book your sessions, buy your tickets, come hang out. Good times. This might work.
Have a good day.